Hello, good day. My name is Chris Njoku. So today we'll be looking at a test and then profile solution based on the test. Now, this is the test and you have been asked to use the Vlookup function for it. So open the file test for supervisor Nigeria. We want to calculate discount due on each product. And this is what you're supposed to do. We need to create a lookup table for the Vlookup formula. In cell E4, create a Vlookup formula to calculate the discount. 2. Use the discount rate and quantities table in column H and I as your lookup table. 4. Change a few of the discount percentages in the lookup table to check your formula. So check your formula works. So and then you have to set your answer. First, create a Google Sheet and share access. Put the link here in your answer. Probably paste it here. And then it means you copy the data from a Google Sheet and paste it in your Google Sheet. The calculation must be done in your own Google Sheet and then share it with us. Second, describe what steps did you do to make the bulk discount for each item. Then you put your answer here. This is where say, okay, put here the link to your Google Sheet with solution of test function VLOOKUP, and be sure anyone with your link can check your test answer here. So this is where you paste it. Now let's scroll up a little bit and then see what you're asked to do. This is the file. It says open the file. So you right click and click on open link in new tab. So this is the link. This is where you currently work, and this is where you are moving into, which is the Google Sheet. Now you have opened it. What you now do is say create your own Google Sheet. So make a copy from it, because what is open here now is the test itself from the link that was sent to you. You are meant to create your own file like this and also have your own link to the file. So what you do, you come to file and then click on make a copy. This is same thing as you copying the entire data and pasting on your own Google Sheet. So the best you could do is to make a copy. So you click on make a copy. Now the copy you are going to make will be related to the name of the first one. So you can say underscore the name. So I can say Chris Njoku. You can see it's quite long. See? So this is my own copy now. And then I'll click on make a copy. Now take a look at this. This is the one that was sent to you. You can see test for supervisor Nigeria. So from here, I click on this file and then I went to make a copy, which I've done. So you look at this on the next tab, the copy is being made. This is it. You can see copy of test for supervisor Nigeria underscore Chris Njoku. So you can use your own name. Now you have made a copy. So the work say on the E, you can click on the Google Doc again. This is it. So get the question. Say insert E4. Create a VLOOKUP. So first he said we need to create a lookup table for the VLOOKUP, and then insert E4. Create a VLOOKUP equals A equals to VLOOKUP formula to calculate the discount. Use the discount rate and quantities table in column H and I as your lookup table. So this is actually where you should create a table. So now let's move. So this is the table that you're supposed to create. Now, first thing you do, you make this a table. You can select all of it like this. So this is a table. You can decide so this is a table. If you are working on Excel, you can make it a table as it stands. But if you are working on Google on Sheet, you can just use absolute referencing for it. Now let's move forward. This is where you're supposed to get that. And this is the cell E that you're expected to work on. Expected to work on cell E7, not E4, because they have used a lot of this to cover up that place. So this is where you are supposed to work on discount. Now, to go about your discount, understand this table first and also understand this. Now let me explain. These are items, price of the item, quantity that the individual bought, and this is the price. You know, the cost is the price multiplied by the quantity. It gives you this. However, you are being asked to prepare discounts based on this. This is the criteria. They are telling you if the person bought zero quantity, the discount should be 0%. If the person bought 5 quantity, the discount should be 2.5, 10, 5%, 15 days, 20 days, 25 days, and 30 days. So what that statement means is that if someone should buy between 0 and 4, it should be 0%. If the person buys between 5 and 9%, then the discount should be 2.5. If the person buys 10 to 14, this is the discount. If you exceed 14, the discount should be 7.5%. However, that 7.5% is only applicable from 15 to 19. The moment it enters 20, the discount should be 10%. And that 10% is applicable from quantity 20 to 24. If you exceed 24 and enters 25, this is the discount. And this discount of 12.50% is only applicable when the quantity is between 25 and 29. The moment it enters 30, this is the discount that's applicable. So this is what you do on this E column. You type into it, you say equals Vlookup. This is your Vlookup. So what are you looking up? You are looking up the quantity because that's your interest. So just use backspace. Where is the quantity? Quantity is this. This is the very first quantity. So you tap on it. It's on C7. Now, after quantity, comma, the next thing should be your table array. Where is the table? This is the table that you are looking up the value from. So you select the entire table. This table is from H8 to I14. H8 to I14. Network is probably disturbing. So let me see if I can change the data source. Okay, I changed my data source. It will come up shortly. Okay, so that's one thing with Google Sheet. You say equals VLOOKUP vertical lookup. What is your interest? You have to look up quantity. And what is the quantity here? Quantity is on cell C7. So in order not to make mistake, you just go and tap on C7 so it comes up. So that is your lookup value. The next thing is comma. After you have looked up your lookup value, the next thing is an array. You need a table array from where to look up the percentage of discount that's applicable. It brings you here. So you drop your cursor here and select the entire data and omit this. Don't touch the headings. You are only interested in the data. So you can see that data is from H8 to I14. Then next you say comma. The next thing you do now is to get your column index number. The column index number is talking about the column on the table where you will see the discount percentage. Now, this is a table. Let's say this is column 1, this is column 2. So we are looking out for the discount percentage on the column 2. So you type 2 there, then comma. The next thing is for you to use an exact match or an approximate match. In this case, your best bet is true, which is approximate match. So you type true there, ROUE, and it comes up. See true, repeat it. So that is it. And then you are not moving further from there. You go back a little bit and close the bracket. You can see that Google Sheet has done the work and known what you are trying to do. You can see it's showing you 10%. Now let's tap the enter key. So this is it. It's showing us 10%. That's to tell you that quantity 22 fall into 10%. Let's look at 22, 20, and between 20 and 24 is 10%. So that is it. It has shown you the percentage. So you can just hold down and drag if you want to. I want to do this so that you understand it very well, and drag up to this. Okay, scroll up. Now you can see that it's showing you not available in some of the cells. The reason it's showing you not available is that your table array is on relative referencing. So for you to change it to absolute referencing, you come to the formula bar as it is now and you type $ before H, $ before it. Take note of this. You also come to this other side, $ before I, $ before 14. So if you have not seen my video on cell referencing, try and do so. Now you can see that I've done the needful. Let me tap on enter key now. You can see 10% here. I want to drag down to see if it will take away those errors. So up to this. Now you can see it has taken away those errors that you saw initially. Now, moving forward, what you are actually asked to do is not just the discount in percentage. They want to see the discount in the figure so that this very last column will calculate the final amount the individual is supposed to pay. So to do that, you just come to the formula bar here, and then multiply your VLOOKUP by the quantity of that particular product. In this case, we started from the very first quantity, which is mass bars, and then it's 22. So what you do is you drop your cursor here and you say multiply by 22. Shift 8 to get an asterisk, and then you type for 22, or you just come and click on the cell which is C7. So you can see the best you should do is to tap on the cell which is C7 and press your enter key. When you press your enter key, it shows you 2.2. This is the 10% of 22. Now you bring your cursor, it changes here, and then you drag down to autofill. Drag down to autofill. Yes, you can see I drag down to autofill. So it's no longer in percentage. This is the raw data as it should be. Of course, you should know that 10% of 22 is 2.2, right? Because 22 falls on this percentage, 10%. Now let's look at quantity 0 to 4, which is 0%. So this is quantity 3, and quantity 3 falls between 0 and 4, and percentage is 0. So you can see 0 as a percentage, multiply by everything will still give you 0. So there is no discount for that person. Now look at quantity 11. Quantity 11 falls between 10 and 15. So, and the percentage is 5%. So this is 5% of 11 pounds is 0.55, which is very correct. So that's 0.55 has been deducted from this amount, and this is what the individual will pay. So this is just how simple and straightforward that it is. Now you can tweak your discount percentage to see if your formula is correct, like you were told. You can see it said change a few of the discount percentage in the VLOOKUP table to check your formula works. So now let's see. This is it. Let's change quantity 1, 0 to 5 to 1% and see what will happen. So let's change this to 1%. 1%. Enter. See, fantastic. Look at it. 1%. Use this as an example. This is quantity 3, just 3, and then the cost is 3, and you are being shown here that 10% of it is 0.03, which is true. 1% of it, I beg your pardon, is 0.03, because we actually said 0 to 4 should be 1%. You can see 1% of this amount is this. And so by the time you deduct 0.03 from this is what the individual will pay. Mind you, as you are doing this, by the time you see these figures, you subtract E from D, you should have this. That's when you know that your work is correct. If you look at it very well, you know that it's very, very correct. Look at this 2.2. When you remove 2.2 from 22, you have 19.8. Look at another. This is quantity 1, which we have changed to 1%. You can see what happened here. 1% of 0.75 is this. And then when you take away this from this is what you have as your final figure. So let me Ctrl Z so that it remain on this 0%. So when I do so, you can see it has changed every other thing to what it should be. It's as smooth as this. Just look at where you have 0, 0. You notice that the quantity falls between 0 and 4. You can see this. You can see 0 here. The quantity is 4. You can see 0 here, the quantity is 2. You can see 0 here, the quantity is 1. You can see 0 here, the quantity is 3. You can see 0 here, the quantity is 3. So it falls between 0 and 4. But let's see quantity 7 or 10 or anything. Okay, let's see. This is quantity 11. Quantity 11 falls between 10 and 14 and is 5%. And you can see here, this is 5% of this. And subtracting, you have this as a final figure. Now, having done this, what you are just meant to do is to write out your details here. You can type it here. You can type all your process, how you went about this. By the time you are done, Google Sheet saves automatically. You are done with this. This is the next step. It said, create a Google Sheet and share access. We already created a Google Sheet. Now we are going to share the Google Sheet we have created. So this is it, my copy. I come to File. You know we did make a copy there, but in this case, we are doing share. You can see share with others. Say share. So you click on share. It's loading. It's trying to create the link for you. Still working. Network is probably the issue here. By the time it's done, to show, and then you see the next step to take. Network is probably not too friendly. Fantastic. So this is it. Say share copy of this. And what you want to do is to share it by copying the link. Presently it's restricted. So you click on restricted and you click anyone with link. Just change to anyone with link. What you now do is to copy the link. You can see copy link. You click on copy and then you say done. Click on done. You have copied the link. Now you can go to your Google Doc because they said paste the link. General access by link. So I have removed it from restricted access for it to be general. So anybody that sees that link can just click on it. It said put your link in your answer and you were provided somewhere. So this is your answer. You can right click and paste the link. So you see paste. So this is the link to your work. This is the link to your work. Anyone that clicks on this link will see what you have done. So assuming you are filling this form, you are done and you paste your link here. It said give your description here. Your description should be here. What's your description? First, say 1. I created a table with absolute referencing in the with the say with the discount. Let me see what we call that again. Is it discount and quantity and discount? The quantity and discount will be quantity and discount. That's your first step. Second step, you say 2. I typed my VLOOKUP formula to consider 4 details. And say which includes say a lookup value, B table array, C column index number, D range lookup. So these are the details that you considered. So now what you said 3, right? Lookup value is in started with cell C7. So which is the quantity of the first product in the series, brackets, I think mass bars. That's it. So next is a lookup a table array. Okay, you can continue the work, or maybe below here. It's okay. No, return back here. Table array is $H $8, because we made it absolute referencing, to $I $14. So that was the table array. Column index number was 2. Column index number is 2. Let me not use past tense. Is 2 because the discount percentage is in the second column in the table array. So that is it. Then the next is range lookup. range lookup is true because I am looking at approximate match. So that is it. So 4, I multiplied the outcome of the percentage values of each cell by the corresponding quantity value. So IE equals Vlookup bracket open C7, comma, and this table array, comma, comma 2, comma true, close, then multiplied it by C7 for the first row. 5, pressed, tapped, tapped on my enter key and used the autofill handle to drag down for other rows. That is it. It's as simple as that. So by the time you are done with this, you quickly send across.